Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IAS Prelims High Yielding Series for Prelims 2020, and topic for this video is GDP linked bonds. The context of this article is the priority for India in the wake of the COVID-19 crisis. So what is the priority for India? So priority for India should be to ensure that it overcomes the COVID-19 pandemic and kickstart GDP growth rather than trying to fix the weaknesses in the macroeconomic statuses or parameters. So whether we are talking about high fiscal deficit or when we are talking about government debt, this should not be the concern for government at this point of time. So we have to move beyond these measures, which are conventional macroeconomic policies, and go beyond this fiscal deficit targets or government debt. So what should be the government strategy in dealing with this particular crisis? So our government must create a financial strategy. So this financial strategy must focus on ensuring that our cost of lending is as low as possible. Now, how do you ensure that? You have to go for long-term funds. See, if you take the present crisis into the picture, whatever actions that a government will take even during the most conservative times will at least take 3 or 4 years to see the benefits of a particular action. So any consequence that happens right now will take at least 4 to 5 quarters to have an outcome. So instead of going for short term funds, the immediate priority of the government should be to look for long term funds, because we don't have the money to repay back that money which we are borrowing for short term. So long term financing is the best way to go about it. Now the second term that we have to focus on is the flexible repayment terms. This is because unless and until we have this flexibility, we cannot maneuver our economy in these times of crisis. Otherwise, we will not be having the tactical advantage we have that comes along with market movements. During low market performance movements, we can have access to cheap funds. But when the economy is performing better, there is competition for lending or economic resources, and there would be higher cost of lending in that particular point of time. So these are market dynamics, and they have their own set of advantages and disadvantages. So during a cyclical nature of economy, when the economy is in a downward trend, generally the cost of funding is very low. So we have to focus on that particular key point. So one of the strategy proposed by the government of India is to use GDP denominated bonds. Now what are these GDP denominated bonds or GDP linked bonds? The government of India may issue a listed Indian rupee denominated 30-year GDP linked bonds that are callable from 5th year. Now what do you mean by listed? What do you mean by rupee denominated? What is this significance of 30-year? And what do you mean by the term callable? Let us have a look at these in this video. Now we have already seen in our previous videos regarding bonds and bond yields, but I am repeating once again, what is a bond? Bond is a fixed income instrument. So unlike a share or a stock, bonds will have a fixed income on that. So this fixed income instrument represents a loan made by an investor to a borrower. Now bonds are of two kinds, corporate bonds and government bonds, or they are also called G-Secs. So corporate bonds generally have high risk, therefore they get high return also. So a person who is willing to risk his money should also have the fruit of higher returns. But most of the times government bonds are considered to be safe bets. So the government will definitely pay back that money. Hence there is a lower risk associated with it, and therefore there is lower return. Now what are these GDP linked bonds? As we have seen in the previous videos, this is a typical coupon bond. So this coupon bond, say for example it is a 30-year bond, there will be 30 coupons attached to this. Every single year you take out a coupon and submit that coupon to the government, and the government will give you back a certain amount of interest. Now what is that percentage of interest? That is the point of concern in this video. Now the interest on this particular coupon in that year will be linked to the GDP growth of that year. Say for example, our country has a GDP growth of 5% in a particular year. Say this coupon will say that the GDP growth of that year plus 2% will be the interest that this particular bond will yield. So this is called a GDP linked bond. Now what is the advantage of this? So the coupon interest on a GDP linked bond will be related to GDP growth rate. So the issuer is liable to pay a lower coupon during years of lower growth. Say for example, if this coupon issues a 7% interest rate, right now we have a growth rate of nearly 3%, or it is projected to be less than 2%. Now the interest that the government will pay in that particular year will be 2% plus 2%, 4% at max. So it will be saving nearly 3%. But there is also a risk that if a economy performs better, we'll be paying more interest. Say for example, if the growth rate is around 8% in the post-COVID scenario, we'll be paying a 10% interest. But the government feels that it is easier to pay this interest rather than every year paying 7 or 8%. So right now we will be moving towards a stable source of funds, because these are long-term funds. An investor who has some hope on our economy would be willing to invest for this long-term bonds only, and that is the reason why government wants to issue these bonds. Now what is the callable feature of the bond? Callable feature means, for example, if you took the loan or if you took the bond, if you submit it back, the callable bond allows the issuer to pay off their debt early. So the government can buy the debt papers from the public at any point of time after this callable period. So in this particular case, the government is looking at a callable period of 5 years. So after 5 years, when the economy stabilizes, the government may clear off its loan. Now it is in this context you have to take a look at this question. Consider the following statements about GDP linked bonds. If issued, India will be the only country to issue GDP linked bonds in history. This statement is false. Generally, governments issue such bonds during slowdown or recession. So the second point is definitely right. Costa Rica, Bulgaria, Bosnia and Herzegovina issued this kind of first pure GDP linked bonds in 1990s. So India will not be the first country to do this. Even Argentina and Greece did this in 2005 and 2012 respectively. So India will not be the first time that is experimenting with this kind of a instrument. So the answer is B only. Now I want you guys to answer this question number 2. Please comment your answer along with an explanation in the comment section below. Please read this question. If you don't understand the question, please go back to our videos on bond yields. Rewatch that video and try to answer this question. That's it for this video. Thank you.